she did still make it into the program though. And for this talk, we actually have to first of all thank both the ACA and Brooker for some travel funding, which is the only way that actually allowed us to get our speaker here. Our last speaker will be Lorraine Malaspina. She was a student at this year's ACA summer school, and it was one of those summer schools where you have a lot of students there who have done some kind of basic crystallography who are just hungry to learn more about it. It was an excellent school. Several of the teachers of the school are in the room. We had a lot of fun. The students hopefully learned a lot. I think they did. And Lorraine was one of those people who impressed us because she always asked questions, and they were good questions. It really dropped our jaw when we learned somewhere in the second half of the course that she wasn't one of the top PhD students at her institution, but actually an undergraduate. So indeed, you can teach crystallography to undergraduates because Lorraine definitely never made us guess that she was still an undergraduate. And her talk is entitled Fourier Transforming Her Crystallographic Knowledge at the ACA Summer School.
Thank you for the introduction. And I'm going to be talking to you about a little bit about my experience at the ACA Summer School. Well, first of all, what is the ACA Summer School? Well, it is a 10-day intensive course in small molecule crystallography, and it's been offered since 1992. And this year it was held on between June 22nd and July 1st at the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. And the ACA and the U.S. National Committee for Crystallography, they have scholarships for the students that participated of the summer school. And those are the students that were awarded with scholarships. There's 2 students from Uruguay, 3 from Brazil, that's me, Rafael, and William, and 2 from Thailand. The scholarships, they cover fees with registration fees, housing, cafeteria, breakfast and lunch, and also a travel support. This is a group photo that we took at the summer school. You can recognize some faces up there. Some of them are here at the audience right now. There are some missing people at these pictures. They're like sitting down here. I think you see it from here. It's Aaron Burns, Jennifer Elkin, Anna Cohen, James Cadet for here at the audience, and Brian Colby is here too, John Wallach, Peter Miller, and Bruce Snow. Yes. And all the rest is there in the pictures. Well, at the course, we have 18 experienced teaching faculty present. And they were all holding courses and workshops, institutional activities. Here are some of them, this is the rest of them, all up there. And, well, as I said, it was a pretty intensive course. We have our faculty began pretty early and went until nighttime every day. We have lectures as point group, symmetry, lattice and unit cells, phase groups, workshops. This is Paula and Claire at the symmetry workshop, and radiation safety, crystallography database, principles of X-ray and infrared refraction, X-ray diffraction from crystals, subcolor space, shellac, scattering, all of those. And this is 2 pictures that I took from the Brooker equipment and Rigaku, because at the school site we didn't have any other small molecule instrument available. So Brooker and Rigaku took at their own expenses 2 instruments so that we could use it there. That was really nice. And well, we also have those lectures, and this is a movie that I was making at the synchrotron when we were connected to the bin line at the Stanford synchrotron, where we could tell the robots to like change samples and censoring the samples. That's what we were doing right there, trying to censor it, and then make the data collection. those are more lectures that we have it up there. So yes, we did have a lot of lectures there. It was so intense and pretty good. I just love it. And oh yeah, and at the end of the last day, each student had to get a chance to make their own presentations. So they talk about what they were learning at the summer school. That was pretty good too. And well, I just wanted to thank again to Brooker and Rebecca that had that instrument to us there, because without that it was not going to be possible to have the data collection for the students. And by that part, I have to say that it's something that I wish we could have a little bit more at summer school, because before I go to the summer school, I didn't have any, I really had little crystallographic knowledge, and especially at the lab. And even though Sir Miller told me how to mount crystals, I just wish I had more time to do that there, because we had all those professors there studying for us and helping us. It was just the right moment for that. And yeah, we had also that big computer lab back there so that we could use to solve the instructions. And as I say, all the teachers was there helping us. This is some pictures that I took at the computer lab, showing the teachers helping all the students back there. And that's indicated. And each student had their own computer with all the programs to solve these structures, even single crystal or founder detection. And another thing cool about the course is that we got to take our own samples from our home universities to solve it at the summer school. This is the results that I got from the structure that I have solved there with the help of Kurt Hausinger, I think he was Robin. Yeah, thank you very much for that. He's just sitting with me, helping me to solve that. And this is the picture of the molecular packing and the XC. And well, I have to say that at the summer school, it really have open ways for me, because my future right now as a scientist, I think it's much better than before when I just backpacked in Brazil. Because, well, it opened me many ways. It gave me a lot of knowledge, experience. I got to meet a lot of scientists that I'm certainly going to look forward to work with them. And I also had, I got to know a little bit of what are the researches that are being done outside my country, and it also gave me a chance that I could get my PhD outside Brazil. So that's something pretty good for me. Well, right now I have to thank the ACA and the U.S. Nation Committee for Crystallography, and for all of the support, the scholarships and stuff, for the scholarships, and the Indiana University of Pennsylvania that helped us the course. I also have to thank yes, Dr. Lake and Dr. Craven that are the co-organizers of the summer school. And I also want to thank my boss. He couldn't be here right now. He just went back to Brazil this morning, because he's the one that introduced me to Dr. Charles Lake back in Brazil. And that's how I got to know about the summer school and got to go there. Also want to thank Brooker and Rigaco for taking the instruments again. Dr. Peter Miller and Dr. Carlin for having me invited to come to the ACA meeting to help us talk right now. And to Anna Ferreiros, Marcia Colocran, and also Brian Toby, and Brian Toby for giving me letters of recommendation to help me to get the visa. That was really good. Yes, and the ACA as well as Brooker for funding my trip to Toronto, and all the rest of the faculty that was there helping us, and all the students, and all of you right here now hearing me. Thank you very much.